Have a wonderful day, everyone. Today, I would like to present the tourism strategies and developments in Vienna, Austria, to my supervisor, Professor Azila binti Kasim. My name is Tufreni. My metro number is 263535. Tourism in Austria is a significant part of the economy, accounting for nearly 9% of the country's gross domestic product. Austria has one visitor bag for every six individuals and the highest per capita tourism income in the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. World famous Vienna is the capital of Austria, is also known as Music City because it has a lot of music. There are flowers and open plants to the south. So it is a very region, beautiful and clean garden city. A river can be runs through the city. This city has a lot of great things, but the Vienna forest and green areas, swamps and vineyards on the hillsides are all important. It's a city with a lot of buildings that are baroque, Romance, and Gothic. Some of the most beautiful parts and places can be found in the west of the city. Visitors could see a picture of the Austro-Hungarian Empire as it was back then. There are many places and museums that connect the old and the new. Besides, Vienna is also a perfect destination to go shopping and enjoy good food. From the pure wine made in vineyards to the Austrian coffee that is popular all over the world, that also have a lot to choose from here. There are also variable and prints and interesting souvenirs. The developments and strategy in Vienna tourism. First is the smart mobility management, transport connections to and from Vienna international airports that are both comfortable and consistent. From late 2014, Vienna's new main station will allow an increasing number rail link to Vienna International Airport, with in-home test encounters proving the outstanding presence of CAT. Another key requirement for a good tourism city is the supervising organization of taxicab service from or to the airports. Mobility options and guest service, continuous improvement of Vienna linear service for visitors. For example, a mobility card for tourists or commercial attendees that allow them to use public transportation, city bikes, car parks, and car sharing service, and in conjunction with Vienna cards. Also provides discount for tourist attractions, simplify access to city bus for tourists, increasing multi-card information points with touchscreen terminals at major traffic hubs. Protection of universal prior independence from designing public space in scenes with normal needs to future-friendly hotel rooms. Taxicabs in Vienna must meet consistent and long-term quality criteria. All taxicabs in Vienna must correspond to the destination's huge service image. These necessitate high-quality requirements under the best city concepts. The fleets of e-cabs should also be expanded. Second, new points of interest for visitors. New or the beaten paths highlights the creation of fresh, fascinating attractions that are appealing to both visitors and locals due to their architecture, public space designs, cultural highlights, and so on. In particular, River Beach, Maria Hilfer, Suraj, or the new complex of the Vienna University of Economics and Business, as well as in the near future, Quartier Verdier around Vienna Main Station and as per Vienna Urban Site present significant opportunities in these regards. Collaborations at the regional level intensify development of regional partnerships with attractive tourism centers in Vienna, surroundings by positioning Vienna in international markets as a node point within the central urban cultural landscape and serves as a logical beginning place for round streets. Pirate pedestrian navigation system and operation of a new pedestrian guide system, including clear area maps, detail about walking times through nearby sites, information about public transportation stop and city bus station, car sharing and taxi ranks along routes that are highly relevant to tourists but extend beyond the boundaries of the city center proper. Lastly, digital tourism. The Billlands hotspots many business and restaurant travelers consider ubiquitous universal internet access to be necessary and unavoidable because high roaming fees are still prevalent. This was offering of free and secure to the Billlands is required both in popular tourist areas and in hotels, restaurants, cafes, and cultural facilities. Pocket Wi-Fi, mobile hotspots regardless of the brilliant availability, could be a novel service for visitors to Vienna, corresponding products that enable everyone to access the internet at any time and at a low cost have recently become available and may be increasingly offered by hotels and other facilities in the near future. Use an online presentation as a digital calling cards. The call the internet portals of hotels, cultural institutions, and restaurants are all parts of a destination's digital calling cards. This anticipates an appealing content presentation with a user-friendly design for any device such as PC, tablets, smartphones, and so on. Information and service must be easily accessible and understandable with multi-language and they must not limit to virtuality. Physical content people must always be available to respond to inquiries and requests quickly. What Malaysia can learn from these strategies? First, improve transportations and infrastructures. Second, always seek a new tourist attraction. Last, improve technologies in tourism industry.